Alright, so we're now about to mount on this thing. They're having all kinds of stuff going on down here at Coleman in Falls Church, Coleman Powersports. Come down and check out the inventory. Got a nice shop, really nice shop, though. Seriously. So, alright, so push. Wacky. This is going to be weird. I have no idea what the hell this thing is doing. Does it just go? Okay. Wacky. Mode. Custom. Sport. Echo. Let's try an echo and see what happens. It just goes, man. There's no noise, no nothing. It just goes, and this is weird. This is just fucking weird. No clutch. No clutch. Just goes. You turn the throttle, it goes. Alright, I'm at full throttle now. I'm in echo mode. Sorry, this takes some getting used to. It's a little trick, a little weird. Okay, that was echo. Go back into sport mode here. You're going straight? Okay. See, we're in Virginia, so we can't make a right turn on red. I hate this against the law. I mean, it might actually be against the law. I would not know. I don't care. Okay, in echo mode, it just like takes about 5 seconds to power up and start going. So you basically twist the throttle and it just starts to move. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Something actually happens when you twist the throttle right off the bat. This is just weird. But, and no engine braking. I like what's going on with that guy's tire on that truck. Doing all kinds of wobbling. So it definitely doesn't engine brake as much. Like you back off the throttle and it doesn't quite slit, it's still close up. You want to go over there? Try this lane. Because I'm not seeing why he's staying behind this guy. Oh, his hands are fucked up. Okay. See, it definitely gets going, and there's no engine braking on this thing. At least not in the mood I'm in right now. So I would guess you have to set it up for a little bit more engine braking. It just coasts. It's like pulling the clutch in and it'll just coast. Which is cool if you know that's what's going to do. Not cool if you aren't expecting it to actually slow down like a normal bike. Ugh. The one thing is the brakes aren't too bad. So, but it's super light, and does stop straight though. If I go here, usually with these single discs, oh, it's got doubles. No, one single, it'll pull one way or the other, but this one stops straight. It's light, you know, easy to turn the wheel. I don't know, there's no windscreen. Range 116.8 miles in sport mode. Need mode echo. God, that is weird. I hadn't realized how much of my riding sequence, my control sequence, relies on using the clutch. I'm just so used to it. Full throttle, 32, 36, 42. It's peppy in full throttle, sport mode. I wouldn't call it fast. Certainly peppy. I want to see my range numbers. I'm just leave it at full throttle. Doing about 65 here, 62. I'd call it adequate for an around town bike. You know, it definitely gets you around. Speed limit 45. I'm easily doing 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. Thanks, bro. I mean, it's fun. I admit this is interesting. And I have to find out if this has a bonus pack because it says range now 106.8 miles. Scratch my wish. I just got this one. Now I'm riding around with a guy in his Ducati who's not, you know, riding slow. Over here. So forgive me if I run out of battery or video. Yeah, it's getting there.
Good, right?
Yeah, I put it in sport mode. It seems to be pretty good. It's in sport mode and it seems to be all right. Good mix. The eco mode's too slow. Way too slow. I mean, I guess if you needed it, it'd be good.
So I think it's like 3 lights down, then we're going to switch to the right lane and then take the exit.
Okay. Yeah, see, in eco mode, it picks up, you turn the throttle, it actually starts to move. It never really looks like it's going to jump on you. So you don't have to worry about, you know, pulling wheels on this thing. But then, once it starts to move, it actually starts to accelerate. It accelerates more the faster you go, and you have to be careful. I guess the trick is to juggle the throttle and the brake. You have to, you know, let go of the throttle. You have to roll the throttle off. Oh, look at this nonsense. It was very safe off start. I don't know, I should say off idle, but off from a start. Very mellow, but it does get going. I'm already, you know, easily gets you up to 30, 40 miles an hour. So I don't know about this, like all the available torque right off idle. I mean, it doesn't like just hit you with this giant burst of torque, but it does perform interestingly in the sense that the faster you go, the faster it will accelerate. And the only trick is to make sure you roll the throttle off before you start braking. You definitely want to leave yourself some room on this bike, and then, you know, ride it judiciously. So my only thing with it is the slight delay. It's not the most responsive, let's put it that way. It's a slight delay between getting on the throttle and the bike actually moves. There's no instant jump like you have with a gas bike. Well, there is a little torque indicator. Yes, I mean, like I might have a half throttle right now. It's barely moving. Beautiful day to be off a ride. There's a little bit of darkness over there, a little bit of wetness off to the left. weather around here changes so quickly that you have to, you can't bank on it being nice all day and not get caught in the rain. Whoops, not running into him. It is, it does kind of jump around a little bit here. It's a very light bike, handling wise, at least compared to mine it is. Full throttle, 50, 60. No, it's fast, but it's not like anything that's gonna make you go, oh God, this is dangerous. You just have to not wreck it. He says. I've ridden up here before. I just, I don't know these turns as well as he does. He knows them obviously very well. And I'm on a rental bike, so we're not going to come up here and do 100 miles an hour. Used to know somebody that lived here. He was married to somebody else, so it's not like I dated him, but I knew them. Sprightly. I would call it sprightly. Energetic, for lack of a better term, but I wouldn't call it I would call it dangerously fast. I mean, it's fast in the sense that if you could run into something at high speed, but it's about like a 500, I would say. Although it does not have gas bike acceleration off the line, it will get moving. So, I don't know, maybe 300 level. %, just like that. And this is the one thing. It just doesn't move much offline. Even at full throttle in sport mode. It's quick, but not fast. I wouldn't call it, fast. Faster than a bicycle. It's not like some crappy car, I guess I would say. I guess it represents motorcycling fairly well. I mean, it's adequately fast for a motorcycle. You don't have to worry about it leaving you wanting a lot more power. I don't know what the top speed is, but certainly for around town, it's fine. You're probably on some of the back roads. It would be fine too. This is another issue that I have lately with douchebags doing this crap. Just pulling right out in front of you, all the way over to the fast lane. They can't go into the right lane. They got to go to the left lane. All of a sudden we now have this car in front of us. Why couldn't you go over there? Why did you have to come over here? I don't know. I don't understand it. Fucking douchebag. Behind me, and people were looking at me. I could see the cars way behind me stopping. It was ridiculous. All right, so here we are. Let me see. I might just put this thing right up front here. I guess we can leave it here. I don't really want to park here, but since he's going to have to get both these bikes out. Looks like your knees were hurting there a little bit.
No, not at all.
Does it get really hot? Okay. All right, no clutch. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it does okay.
I mean, I wouldn't give it any speed, records, but about an Ninja 300 speed. Let me see if I can get this key out here. Peace. I take it for a ride?
What, this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. I thought the Puma was better. The fat.